Yo, we back out here streaming. Back out here streaming. Gonna take me a moment here to get set up, but that's okay. No one knows that I'm live anyways, so I can just sit here, talk to myself for a little bit, and have some fun. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, now we gotta hit up the Discordian. Where my Discord at? Where my people at, y'all? Bring it back, y'all. Bring it back, y'all. Okay. Let's go here. Boom, baby. All right, random Tuesday night for me. Might be Wednesday morning for a lot of you guys already, so. Let me make sure my stream is actually public. Did this last time. All right, it is public. Good. Just wanted to make sure everything is good to go. If you're watching the replay, sorry you have to suffer through all of that. Okay, I think we're golden. So we can get started here. Welcome if you are watching. Hello. Today we're going to be talking about Splinterlands, talking about what I'm doing recently with it. It's been a while since I've streamed. I've been kind of silent since the videos last week. Been just busy, honestly, with my friend's wedding and stuff like that. I streamed once, I guess, last week on Splinterlands TV. Didn't get a chance to today because I had some good amount of Balthazar work to get done, and so unfortunately did not have a chance to stream during my normal time. That's okay. I missed y'all. So yeah, I guess before Splinterlands, just what have I been up to since I've streamed last? It's honestly been a crazy month. It's been a crazy month. Got COVID. What was that, like 3 weeks ago now? 4 weeks ago now? And that wiped me out. That took me like 2 weeks just to feel normal again. Like, it was weird. It was like bad for a couple days. Felt like I was getting almost better. And then 2 days later, felt worse again. It's just kind of this up and down thing. So we had that. Then I was out of town for a weekend. Then I was out of town the next weekend for my friend's bachelor party. And then 2 days ago was my friend's wedding. So it's just been like boom, sick, travel, and then friend's wedding. So I haven't felt like I've just been able to sit down and rest and chill. I haven't been able to sit down and stream. Like, all my video content's been going to Balthazar because that's my job. So it's just good to be back here. And, you know, it's, yeah, I don't know. It's been a little bit of a tougher month. Like, I'm looking forward to this, like, upcoming, just, like, getting to chill, recuperate a little bit. Oh, the other thing was my friend moved away. So one of my best friends from high school, we've been best friends for, like, 14 years. He moved to Hawaii just a couple weeks ago, and he says he's going to be back in like 6 months, and it's just a short-term thing, but we'll see. But yeah, you know, so just a lot going on. And as people are coming in here, I'll talk about my deck and what we're doing with Splinterlands, get some thoughts out there, maybe ask and listen to some questions. But until some people get in here, I haven't even had time to look at the comments from the last video. So I made that big video that blew up, and I said I'd read all the comments. I haven't gotten the time to do it, so we're just gonna do it live here. Sorry, I'm not gonna actually write to you because it was a lot. Last time I pretty much wrote through every single comment, and it was just a lot of effort. So We're just gonna read through them, discuss them live, and then obviously you guys can ask questions in the chat. Eric, what's up? Birds, bees, and trees, what's up? By the way, I haven't even mentioned it. You may have noticed I just changed my channel name from Luke Placer into Luke Games. So if you're weird and confused about that, we'll get to more about that later. But essentially, I just really don't like the term play to earn anymore. And I want to move away from that narrative of like being into NFT gaming means that you're here to just make money. Because maybe that's how I started. But my perspective has shifted a lot. And I don't feel that's necessarily true of me anymore, that I'm here to play to earn. So we'll talk more about that, but just in case you're wondering. Luke Games, Birds, Bees, and Trees, you're the first one to say the new name. Nice job, nice job. It might change again, I don't know. I'm just going with Luke Games for now. How am I though? I was saying earlier, like, it's been a tough month between getting sick, traveling a bunch, and then my friend's wedding was awesome this last weekend. And the weekend before that, the bachelor party was awesome, a lot of fun. But I'm just freaking exhausted and tired now, dude. So I'd say, like, overall this last month I'm a little down, but like there's things that I'm looking forward to, and you know there was things that were good. Who is Luke Games? I know. Who's Luke Games? What the heck? All right. So if you guys want to ask any questions about Splinterlands, anything follow up to the videos or anything like that, or just in general what I'm doing in Splinterlands, feel free. But I just wanted to take a moment to reply to these comments. I don't even know if we'll get to all of them. There's a lot on this one. 47 people have in the community have a problem with you. The video made, then it's their problem, not you. That's how you felt, and you made it. No need to apologize. Well, thank you. Right over the target meeting, you don't need to apologize for an opinion the needs can have developed for the quality game, not for tokenomics, pumponomics, or empty hype. Oh, Jason coming out with the hot takes. I agree with one point. Focus on Splinterlands gameplay. I understand the company wants to make more money and expand to more games, wants to do bigger things. However, as Splinterlands player, I want them to focus on core game development. Don't really need a partnership with XYZ. Don't really care. Don't care about a new game. Just want to see Splinterlands become the best. Can I not see the rest of that comment? Is it because I'm zoomed in? Oh, at best game ever. Okay, well apparently I can't zoom that much in. Yeah, and you know, I get it. Like, one of the things is like, I'm coming at it from an outsider and saying like, hey, what about this? What about this? Do this, do that. I don't know what it's like to run the Splinterlands company. I don't know what it's like to run an NFT game. It sounds stressful, guys. It sounds stressful. Like, imagine like having to have a game, but also develop an entire new world economy for your game. You got whales and token holders and investors. You have community members to think about. You have the gameplay people to focus on. You have a budget to pay for your team members. Like, it sounds tough, dude. Like, it's easy to criticize. And I really, you know, even for me, like, it's easy to criticize from the outside. So yeah, it's like that point of like, I understand it's a company that wants to make more money. It might not even be a greed thing, you know. It might just be like, hey, we have to do things that focus on making us money so that we can actually have a company to do stuff, you know. So like, it's kind of a catch-22, you know. Question, your video test is going from gold to silver. Shouldn't it be going from silver to gold? No, it shouldn't be, Eric. Technically, yes, I'm in gold for the last like 3 days of the season, but no, what I meant by that was I'm dropping my gold deck and just have completely moved to only going to silver. So yeah, it's actually the reverse, Eric, and that's intentional. The community in Splinterlands is too focused on crypto than the game. Yeah, you know, that's part of it. You know, it's like I focused on too, and you know, I focused on getting into this game. It was like all those videos on like, hey, should you hold DEC for the SPS airdrop? Should you, you know, sell your cards and rent cards instead? Should you XYZ? It was like a lot about the economy, and it was like a, you know, as a content creator, it was such a weird experience because it was like, I want to do videos on the gameplay, but no one watches them. So it's like a catch-22. It's like, you know, if there's no content about the gameplay, people don't come for the gameplay content. But also as a content creator, if no one watches the gameplay content, then you're just screwed with less views and a worse algorithm. And it just makes it rough, you know? Most serious players won't be in bronze for long. Casual players tend to have a lot less thoughtful insights to the economy. Maybe we make this effort for silver, but I don't see the point in expending the effort for people who are in bronze for an extended period of time. The money is what will bring people into the fold. There are more people who like making money than there are people who like video games of any kind. What do you guys think about that? I gotta think about that, Butters. There's more people that making money than there are the people who like video games of any time. I would say I would not agree with that statement. I like what else you're saying. Like, yeah, if you're a player that's just focused on bronze, you're probably gonna have a bad experience no matter what. So yeah, maybe like, what do you do then? Just like auto, like, how do you get people to silver then without experiencing bronze? I don't know. Yeah, everyone likes money. I can agree. Everyone likes money. But like, look at people's priorities in life. If people really cared more about money than entertainment, why are we spending most of our money when we have excess in entertainment? Why aren't we taking our money and putting it into stocks and bonds and crypto and like the amount of people that are in finance is small. Like, more people are in debt than they're into finance. More people in Splinterlands are here to make the money than the game. The game help it be fun better than a clicker. Yeah, I agree. In Splinterlands, more people maybe are here for the money than for the video games of any kind, or than the video game. But I wouldn't say that's true for everything. There's so many people that game that has nothing to do with money. They spend money. People spend money on games. They lose money gaming, and they still do it. So I don't know. Gaming industry is the largest entertainment sector out there. More people play and spend money on games than music. Yeah, exactly. Good point. That's kind of what I was trying to say, I guess. Playing gold 1, get to diamond, you need decent rewards. It's gonna cost me around $3,000. Yep. Strategy gameplay videos were great when you used to do them. Yeah, I know. Part of me is like, I just need to have time, and I don't know how much content I'm gonna do around Splinterlands, to be honest. Like, I'm still playing Splinterlands. I still really enjoy tournaments and guild brawls, but I think part of me is gonna move to start covering more other NFT games as as some of the ones I've been covering at Balthazar have really interested me and are probably at least coming out in like a beta or alpha state in the next couple months. Some of the ones I'm really excited about is like Domi Online, STG Football, Phantom Galaxies, things like that, where if I'm going to spend all my time making Splinterlands content, then I could probably make strategy gameplay videos like I used to. But I don't know if I'm going to be just a Splinterlands channel, you know? What's up, Christian? How's it going? 2 channels, Luke Games, strategy gameplay, Luke P2E Finance. Yeah. I mean, part of what I want to say is like, part of the reason I have been frustrated is because, not because Splinterlands has changed, but because I've changed in a way. Where I used to enjoy making the Google Sheets and doing all of the like, what's the maximizing rewards and finance things. And there's a place for that where I think it is entertaining and like fulfilling for me to do. But like this state in my life, and part of that maybe is just like, I have a secure-ish job now where I'm like getting an actual salary, you know? So like back then I wasn't just back then I was relying more on views and sponsorships and actually making money in these games. And right now I'm just not interested in that. Like, I want to go back. Part of it for me is I want to go back to gaming where it's just actual entertainment and fun. And I struggled the last 3 months to find that in Splinterlands, not because the game is necessarily bad, but because I had that focus on the finance piece. And that finance piece eventually became more stressful than it was helpful or fun to me. So part of it is just my perspective has changed. So like, yeah, Luke plays to earn, but like, I don't think I really want to cover the finance of games, to be honest. Like, I just don't know if I have it in me right now or anymore. I don't know. And part of it is like, I appreciate NFT gaming for so many different reasons now, besides just like making money. And I think eventually gaming is just going to be gaming. Like Stash was talking about it in a Twitter space we were doing with Battlestar, and I thought that was really smart. It's like, why do we have to call it NFT gaming or Web3 gaming? Like, just call it gaming. Like, there's going to be, 10 years. It wouldn't surprise me if most games use blockchain technology, but it's not like all these systems that we have in place now. Like, there's going to be different waves of NFT gaming. But, like, it's just gaming, Like, eventually, I don't think there's going to be this big distinction between Web 2 and Web 3 gaming. Okay. Cimarron started Splinterlands when I'd be a whale. My girlfriend and I spent $7,000 to $10,000 each on a mobile game over 4 years. I'd rather have put that money in Splinterlands making money in entertainment. For sure, yeah. I mean, like, I'm grateful for NFT gaming for that reason alone. Is like, if you stop liking the game, the money you put into the game is at least worth something. And like, even if it's like I put $10,000 into a game, like you said, right, over 4 years, and maybe it doesn't moon, maybe it goes down to 2,000. Isn't that better than spending $10,000 on a game that was Web 2 and you can't do anything now? Oh. 2 channels twice the work. Yeah, I already got 2 channels, I got mine and I got Balthazar's. I mean, I don't own Balthazar's, but like, I'm doing their content, right? So I'm not gonna have 3 channels. What's up, Steve? How's it going? Dude, how was Splinterfest? I saw your video. Thanks for doing some recaps. Steve, I don't know if you're doing this in a video. I love the recaps of like all the things that you saw at Splinterlands or Splinterfest. I want to hear from you. Just like, did you enjoy the experience? Like, was the event side of things, was that good? Like, how did you just feel about the event overall? I'm sure like meeting up with everyone was, fantastic. I was so bummed I couldn't meet up with you and Dwayne and Ashley and a million other people, but yeah, I'm just curious, like, what did you think about the event? We need to make small goals that people can work towards and achieve, especially in lower leagues. I think people get discouraged and just leave. That's how I currently feel. Discouraged with making any real progress in the game unless I dump $1,000 into it. I feel stuck in silver, so we need some good progression that doesn't require maybe a simple... Jeez, why do I have to zoom out? Why can't YouTube format the comments properly as I zoom in? I want you guys to be able to read them. Maybe a simple point system to get used to get some soul-bound max level cards or ghost cards. Be temporary access to give you a boost. Just some ideas. Adam, I love your thoughts there. I don't know what would that would work or not work, but I definitely agree with the premise of what you're saying there. I need to go like and love all these comments, by the way. Whether you agree or disagree, I just thank you guys for your thoughts. I think the discussion is important. One of the things, Adam, that I definitely agree with what you're saying is think about video gaming and remove the crypto, remove the NFT thingy for a second, right? The thing that makes gaming so fun and magical, like psychologically, there's studies on why gaming is fun, why it can be a healthy thing, why it can be a good confidence boost, is because you get to level up and you get to progress and you unlock new things and you get stronger and stronger. Like there's studies that, I don't know how legit these studies are, but there's studies that are like, yeah, it actually be a confidence booster for people because they get into the gaming and in real life, maybe they feel stuck or they feel like they're not progressing. But in gaming, it's like you're meant to progress and they give you things over time to get stronger and stronger. And there might be new challenges, but you're getting stronger as these new challenges get harder and you keep stacking up and you overcome these new challenges, right? That's one of the magical things about gaming. And this is not a Splinterlands problem, like a Splinterlands solo problem. This is like NFT gaming and play-to-earn gaming has got to figure this out. How do you make a game still have that magical feeling of I'm progressing, I'm getting better, I'm having more fun, I'm getting stronger? Whatever the game is, it could be this card game, it could be an MMO. But if you take away that progression and it's just a paywall to progress, which you can argue a lot of mobile games are shaped like that, But at least in mobile games, and I don't really like how mobile games work, but in mobile games it's kind of like you can either pay and do the microtransactions to progress, or you can spend a heck of a lot of time to grind it out to progress. And so they'll bait you in by making it easy at first, and then, you know, it gets harder and harder and harder, so you get more and more motivated to do microtransactions. I'm not saying that's a good system, but I'm saying at least you have this, like, okay, if I'm just spending more time, I can ignore the microtransactions. It becomes a game for me. It's like a game within a game of, like, can I just not do microtransactions just to say, like, I hate microtransactions, screw you guys. So how do you bring that progression if the only option is to dump more money into it? And, like, yeah, you can argue, like, you're getting more rewards in Splinterlands as you go. You're getting some reward cards. You're getting some SPS. But one of the hard things with the change of SPS, instead of getting DEC and it being auto-staked, yes, that's good for the economy, but it does make progression feel even harder now. So I don't know. GLX airdrop was supposed to start. Don't remember. Over the event was pretty good. A few misses. Did a video on the good and bad. Oh, maybe I missed that video. I'll have to go check it out. Being a VIP in the good and bad. Ooh, that'd be interesting. More frustrated with the BS RNG. Either it's just bad or it's just like suspect. Yeah, that's the problem with auto battlers. Is like a lot of you know, it is RNG. I don't know. I mean, there's definitely skill over time if you play enough matches. But yeah, RNG can make it very frustrating, or it can make it very fun. Quest mode, we can play through and earn some random commons rare, so people can start getting out of bronze through just by playing that. Yeah, like a different game mode that funnels you some rewards. Gaming strategy aspect, puzzles to solve and use your mind. Yeah. Hey Damien, how you doing? Did you go to Splinterfest? I don't think you did, but if you did, tell me how it was. How you been doing? PG Flack, you know you're right over the tire. I have many issues with Splinterlands. You expose some genuine concerns and open the door for constructive debate, all for the good, as long as people remain civil. Well, thank you, Vampire Skunk. Beautiful name. The economy just has to be set first, and they have promised that it'll be more about gameplay and storytelling very soon. I mean, I will say, I was happy with some of the things I saw from the Splinterfest snapshots. I haven't, you know, like, dove into everything that they revealed at Splinterfest because I wasn't there. And so maybe part of the frustration of the last few months was they were trying to save all this alpha and make it really secret so that they could reveal it at Splinterfest. It seems like that was their strategy. And so maybe the more and more I see from Splinterfest and check out the things, maybe it's just like, oh, well, yeah, I mean, I would have felt different if you guys told me that earlier, but I get the, you know, marketing strategy of like, we want to hold this for Splinterfest and make it special. So, you know, it might just be that too. I don't know. Couldn't go, but looking forward to comments from Aggie that there'll be a Splinterfest done in the Philippines. That would be awesome. Top 16 in the modern one? In Champion or Gold? Splinterlands should be more accessible. Phones, apps, computer browsers, new gen consoles. I want to see Splinterlands everywhere. Yeah, I mean, I think the more and more Splinterlands can be better on the phone, I think the game fits a lot more better for mobile. Half and half. Honest FUD is more helpful than all the unchecked FOMO. That's a funny way to say it. More rants, please. I'm still laughing at someone on Splinterlands TV last week said you should change your name to Luke Rants to Earn. Love it. Splinterlands team literally bought 127 Rift Watcher packs early to give away on Splinterlands TV. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I'm debating what to respond with, because part of me is like, yes, that is really generous. At the same time, part of me just sits here and thinks like, if I come in and win one Rift Watcher pack, it doesn't really do much for you. So like, I'm not saying they're not generous. I'm just saying that doesn't necessarily solve the problem. I mean, the community is really generous too, and you can get I mean, like, half my deck is freaking gifts, you know? So, yeah, the community can help out. And the team can help out. But at the same time, if the systems aren't in place to just help out any gamer who doesn't even show up to Splinter... I mean, how does a new player even know that Splinterlands TV exists right now? Unless they came from Splinterlands TV to try out the game. Mobile app needs a lot of improvements. Yeah. Like, at this point, they should just get rid of the app. Like, I don't understand. Hope all is well. Alcarid, how you doing? Doing well. I mean, like, it's, as I said earlier at the start, like, it's been a little bit of a tough month, but I'm doing decent today. How are you? I naively bought 181 Rift Watcher packs thinking I can get a silver level deck. I'm not even there to guarantee all the cards. Oh, no, don't click on football. Oh. Yeah, where's that pack calculator? And this is why I moved down to silver instead of gold. Did I make a copy of this? Whatever, let's just make a copy. Might have already made a copy for myself. So Rift Watchers, to get to Silver League, you would need, what was it, like 300 packs? More than that. 300 packs would get you commons, rares, and epics. And half of a legendary deck, but you could probably sell off the gold cards to then go and buy the rest of the cards. I can't remember how this pack calculator works. If 300 is actually enough. But yeah, I hear you. It's like you can buy over 100 deck or 100 packs and still not have a silver level deck. Moving from gold to silver, any reason? Yeah, I mean, basically I had a long talk with Rogue Patton, YGG, Splinterlands TV guy. You know Rogue. He's been on the Splinter Talk show. And couple things. One thing is I just don't enjoy ranked anymore. I think ranked play is a mess. And I think it's kind of meaningless. It's just a reward farm. So I'm actually just archmage botting. I'm like, I hate botting. I hate how there's so many bots, but I'm just like, what's the point of ranked play? Besides a reward farm. I know it'll never happen, but my vote is like, just take out all the SPS rewards from ranked play and just put them into tournaments. Because the thing about ranked, that unless you're in the battle to get from diamond to champion, or you're in the top like 20 to 30 of each league, the ranking really doesn't matter. Maybe to get a little bit higher rating and get more chests. But throughout a season, for 95% of the player base, it doesn't really matter if your win rate is 52%, 54%, 60%, as long as it's slightly positive over time, you're going to get to the rating you want, and you're going to get the rewards you want. Relatively. All right. Gank and Keys are streaming right now saying you're quitting and selling off all your cards. Do people even listen to what I say? Do people even listen? Literally, that's like probably the first 2 minutes of this video is I said, I'm not selling my cards off. I'm not quitting the game. That's freaking funny. I'm not spreading the FUD. They're spreading the FUD. Just go tell them I'm not selling off my cards, please. So, why I don't like ranked is because in tournaments, your win rate does matter. Your skill does matter. Getting a 50% win rate versus even a 60% win rate in a tournament, right? Means 5 and 6 here, I don't make day 2. I don't make day 2. Going 6 and 5 or whatever it was, 7 and 4, I'd make day 2. And now my SPS reward increases. So small little details, small little win rate differences matter a ton in tournaments. In ranked play, it doesn't really matter. Now, the only way that I've thought of, someone else could probably find a good solution too. The only way I thought of that could make ranked play interesting to me would be take like the top 10 or whatever percent you want of players from each league. And then what you do is you have those top 10% people play in a ghost card tournaments for leaderboard rewards or make the rewards even better. And that way you're actually determining who's the best silver player. You're determining who's the best bronze player. Because to get into the top 10% or whatever percentage you want to make is a lot more realistic than trying to make the top 25 of a league. The top 25 is one, a wallet slapping contest, as I've said before. And two, just how many battles can you play? And so it doesn't really determine who's actually the best player of silver. Like, I'm sure these are good players, but that to me doesn't determine anything. And so if you did something like that, then yes, at least like there's still motivation to have cards to climb the leaderboard, but then like at some point it's an even playing field. So we can say, this is just the best freaking silver player. This is just the best gold player. This is the best diamond player. That would make me interested in ranked play. But I'm in its current state, it might change. I'm not saying this is forever. I'm just saying in its current state, I don't like playing ranked play. Period. I'm bottoming it out. I've given in. Archmage, take my money. But I do really enjoy tournaments. And I really enjoy playing my brawl battles. Last time I checked, I was 5-1, okay? I might be 5-2 now. No, still haven't come in, okay? Look at that. OMG is still kicking my butt. I try to get to the top of our guild. OMG is too freaking good at this game. 7-1. And so, if I'm going to play in tournaments, there's no point in trying to climb into gold and diamond until the very last second of the season so I can get a couple gold chests. And so that way I can play in bronze and silver tournaments where I can actually afford a bronze and silver deck. And I just, part of it is just like, are you asking like you know? Are you asking like, Luke, is this a financial decision? Are you doing this to get more rewards? No. No. It's just for fun. It's like my decision is, as I've said before, I've moved away from play to earn to I just like NFT games. I want to enjoy it, and anything extra that comes from it is just a bonus. And so I would rather stop chasing the gold diamond champion league dream where there's these massive rewards and just say like, that's never going to be me in champion unless it's a ghost card tournament. Because like, how would I ever get the money for that? It's not possible. It's not possible, you know? Oh. So what I've done, I talked to Rogue, and part of it too is, okay, what you need to realize is if you're in the focus of tournaments and having a max level deck of Modern League for tournaments, brawls, all those things, is you have to think 2 years out. You can't say I'm a silver player or I'm a gold max level player based on one set. And that's the problem I had. That was the mistake I made. I thought, oh, I have enough Chaos Legion cards that I'm starting to get into gold. The reality is, yes, in gold, I could get away with a few gold level cards and feel like I'm a gold player. And then tournaments go get my butt spanked because I don't have anywhere near a gold level deck. And not only that, but when Rift Watchers came out, I'm like, crap, I spent all of my money going from Silver Chaos Legion to a half-built gold deck. I don't have money for Rift Watchers. So it's like, if they're going to drop these sets twice a year, and Modern League is 2 years, that's 4 sets to be a silver level max player. You need Rift Watchers, whatever, 300-ish packs. You need Chaos Legion. What is it? Like 400 packs? Maybe 500 packs? It's hard to say because you're getting gold cards and you could sell those off. let's just for fun. And I'm not going to use DEC discount prices right now because I don't know the math right now. Let's just say 500 Chaos Legion packs. This is just a quick fun estimate. Times $4 each, right? Heck, you know what? We can buy them on the market for like $250. Let's say on average we buy our packs for $250. So that's already 1,025. Then Rift Watchers. What did we say? We need like 300 packs times around 5 right now. So like, let's just say every release. So every 6 months, you're going to need $1,500 for each release to just get it to a silver level. And that's not counting promo cards and other things. So my mistake was thinking I could be in gold and not realizing, oh, but if I do that, then when Rift Watcher comes out, when Rebellion comes out, whenever the next thing comes out, I got nothing. You know, like, so I would rather just say, I'm not going to chase this dream of gold or diamond or champion because I can't afford to put that much money and save up that much each month. Yes, I'm getting rewarded, but it's not that much to make those kinds of moves. And so I'd rather just say, you know what? For Splinterlands, I think I'm just content sitting in silver, ignoring ranked play, botting it out, and instead of playing in tournaments and guilds. So now the thing I did do is I didn't sell off all my gold level cards. I sold off my gold level summoners, instead bought silver ones and used some of that to buy the Rift Watcher cards. And then what I did is opened up a Splex account so that the gold level cards or gold foil cards I have is giving me DEC rentals. Because I'm not going to sell off people's gifts. Those were their gifts. That was so nice of them. Like, so I'm using for DEC rentals, which I'm now funneling back into like buying Rift Watcher packs or other things for fun. I'm just going to open up packs because it's fun, even though I get trolled all the time with all these freaking 4 common, 1 rare packs. No gold foils. And I'm salty about it. But I did pull 1 Rift Watcher summoner today, so that made me happy. The good one too. I pulled my second Ilfane. So you're thinking 2 years out, 2 releases each year to have a max level silver deck. Not even counting promos. Like, it's already enough money where I'm like, guys, I can't go past this. I'm like, I'm done chasing the carrot. If people want to chase gold, diamond, champion, kudos to you. I hope you make some good guides on how to do that well. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just going to sit in silver. I'm going to enjoy my tournaments. I'm going to enjoy my guild brawls. And when the time comes, 3-4 days before the season ends, move into gold for some more gold quests. And that's about it. So, like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's so hard to keep up, you know? And now I'm like, not even keeping up with chat. You guys got me ranting again. All right, let's see if I can catch up with everything. Holy crap, guys. Where are you guys coming from? Okay. Still playing silver 1 on all 3 of my accounts. Sucks seeing rewards reduced, but realistically 0.1 SPS per win is something like 15 DEC battle, which is exponentially more than it used to be. Yeah, it's still better than it used to be. Took me 1,000 packs to get a max rift. Ooh, ouch. That's a lot of packs. I mostly moved to Archmage, still manually a bit. Pockets. Open up 100 Rift Watcher packs and essentially worthless for me at gold level. It just gets me to start to blow up. Exactly. I'm in gold, but it's a tough season trying to... The strategy Join mentioned of grinding down to 0 in the last few days and sitting out the first few days of the new season. Nice. Good to see you, by the way, robot. Why I decided to be frustrated in gold because I want the potions to finish opening up my packs. Yeah, that's true. I'm not getting as many potions, but I still have a decent chunk of potions where it's like... Yeah, I could still open up almost 100. Ashley, how was the Splinterfest? I wish I could have met up with you and everyone else there. Why are you selling all your cards? What? Are people really on their stream saying I'm selling all my cards? What the heck? Why would this stream be titled I'm going from gold to silver? If I'm selling all my cards, I'm going from gold to nothing. Ranked play is training. Yes, Steve, I agree. That's the only time I really play anymore is like, okay, I need to test out these new Rift Watcher cards. Or, hey, a new legendary airdrop came out. How do we use Yasik? So yeah, I agree in that sense. That's where, to me, it's like almost a practice mode. which I know it's never going to happen. That's why I'm like, just get rid of the SPS rewards in ranked play. You can still earn your ranked cards or your reward cards. Just move it all into tournaments. I know people aren't going to agree with me on that. That's fine. But that also solves in a lot of ways the bot problem of just raking in SPS and selling it off on the market. Because yes, even bots could technically play tournaments, but guess what? Again, if their win rate's not good, they're not going to be earning much. Whereas it doesn't really matter if you're a human or a bot here in ranked play, because you get a 50% win rate and you're fine. I told them that already. They just ignored it. Cool. Did anyone from Splinterlands team come to speak to you after you tore the economy a new cakey hole? No, not really. I mean, Aggro mentioned it in the Splinterlands Town Hall, like, very, very briefly. We can talk about that later in a second, too. I have some thoughts there. I mean, I didn't expect... I was just making a rant video. I honestly didn't expect the team to ever see it. I didn't expect it to get shared around in the map chat and stuff. Like, I was just like, you know what? I'm frustrated. I want to get it out to my community, just talk about it, see how other people are feeling. I did not think it would just, like, have the reach that it did. Looking at the Splinterlands mobile app and here, the same company's making the same the TD game. Don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I'm a little confused about that. I wish they would give a little more explanation. I know they talked about how, like, the Splinterlands development mobile team is separate, or, like, is not the same ones working on the tower defense game as what it sounded like they said in the town hall. But it's like, I just wish at this point, just get rid of the mobile app if you're not gonna fix it. Chaos will only get burned with an SPS vote. They said that they will release the next set, maybe a time sale, like only on 9 months, but no limit of packs. I'm fine with that. It gives you as a player a chance to just, you know, I like that system better than limiting a certain amount of packs. Just like, hey, if you're here during the nine month release, you're here for it, and you can buy as many as you want to be in bronze or silver or gold or whatever. I'm fine with that. I think, like, a lot of people back when Chaos Legion came out, you know, we're all like, oh, it's gonna sell out in a second, and so we're all buying all these packs just because we think that's gonna moon after they all sell out. All these packs are gonna be worth, you know, 10x like Untamed was. And so I think it would discourage that a bit to not have this like weird cap. So I'm fine with that. I think that helps it move to feel more like a game than just buying packs as an investment opportunity. Dude, ghost cards are so fun. Dude, I want to play a ghost card tournament. When's the next ghost card tournament? It's way more fun when you have a max deck for the league you're in. And see, that's the thing, Astral, is like, I've tried the whole, like, I'm going to climb to Diamond with just 2 rental decks. And I've done it. And I realized, like, I can do it. But it wasn't that fun because then it took away the magic of the game for me. The magic of the game for me is, like, you have the max level cards of this league. They do too, or roughly the same. And it's a puzzle of who can figure out the better combination of the same-ish equal cards with whatever rule set or mana cap gets thrown at you. When I only did a 2 rental deck to try to push to Diamond, it took away the fun of the game because then it was like, well, fingers crossed I get the exact rule set, mana cap, and deck availability that I need, because if not, I either surrender or I just know I'm going to lose and just throw out random teams. You know, like it wasn't fun. The ghost card tournaments sound fun. That's what I'm really holding out on for. Is like, I want to see how these ghost card tournament matters. Game is in tatters. Everything the team says is just destroying the game and just making money for the team of whales. Jason, I appreciate your opinion. I think it's a little more extreme than what I'm feeling, but if that's how you're feeling, you know, I'm not gonna decline your feelings. I have a little more hope than I guess you do. Even if I am frustrated about some things. I think ghost card tournaments is the thing I'm really keeping my eye out for. That is the thing, is like how ghost card tournaments are handled and implemented. For me, turn it from just a crypto NFT project to more of a balance of that versus you know, gameplay. What's your highest power level? What does that mean? Highest power level in what? Like highest rating I've gotten to? I don't know, you have to ask that again. Found out I'm your father. Horse. How's it going, Dad? It's going decent. Long-term outlook is good. Market is down. Worth at least running a bot. Yeah. I stopped turns because I unstaked everything with liquidity pools. Came out, got my second license. Building pack to play or back to playing turns. Nice. Sounds like an interesting strategy. I'm trying to find money anywhere to keep up. You and me both, Horse. I make money by renting and playing Gold League. Just need to play multiple accounts. Chester or bonus. Yeah, for sure. Personally, I refuse to put in more money. Every time I have an update comes out that makes me question why I did it. So now I just rent out a lot and compound what I can. Yeah. I mean, I don't blame you. That's kind of what I'm doing. Is like I'm mostly just saying time out to putting more money in the game and just using my rental money and staking and all that. I see what you mean. Made it to diamond now. Got 99 SPS chests on the daily. Dang, dude. That's nice. Okay. Splinterfest was amazing. You have to come next time. I know. What the heck? Why didn't I? So sad. Luke is selling all his lines. You think I'm selling my lines? You fool. You fool. How dare you suggest something as crazy as that? Boom, baby. 8,422. Let's go. Let's go. That might have been my fault. What was your fault, Pockets? I feel you, Luke. I'm staying at silver as well. Just jump into gold at the second half of the season. Just remain silver, not go to the bronze. Yep. If I want to earn, I'll invest until liquidity pool. It pays better. There you go. If you're about the money, if you want the money, just put it in the liquidity pool. Liquidity pools, baby. What are we at now? 71% voucher swap hive. 30% DUSB. DEC USB. Hey, look at that. Highest pool. SPS Weath. Because probably no one uses that. Neo Dank with a card. Oh, look at that. The Lion Dream stays alive. Oh, sharing a video in map chat and getting them to argue. No, I'm not saying it was a bad thing you shared it. I'm not mad that you did that. I'm just saying I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it is what I'm saying. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to go through all these comments. But if you commented on the last video as well, thank you guys. And we'll continue the conversation. So now you have more lines to sell. Gosh dang it! What is this narrative about me selling? Okay. Let's be real. I didn't plan on necessarily doing this right now. I was planning on doing a dedicated video. Maybe I still will. Maybe I'll just do this as a stream clip. So what I want to do is to kind of explain my newfound look on NFC gaming. Okay. This is going to be high quality for sure. 100% high quality. Okay, I need a darkish background. Yeah. Sure, it doesn't really matter. Okay. And you're welcome. Well, thank you, Alcrid. Okay. I probably should just do this in a video, but whatever. I feel like I already committed by saying we're gonna do this. I want to make this bigger though. Can I not make this bigger? I should just use MS Paint at this point. There's gonna be some high-tech graphics, guys. Oh, Steve gave a card. Oh, what? How many lines is this? Might as well start doing the sounds now. What the heck? Okay, Steve, I can't do 100. I can't do 100 lion sounds, but thank you, Steve. That brings up our current total minus. I think I sent all my gold cards to my other account, so we'll have to maybe do a gold count check. 8,523. Thank you, Steve, for the update. We broke 8.5K. Let's go. Woo, baby. Why can't people max out lines? Luke has them all. I am ruining Splinterlands single-handedly. Okay, I don't know why this crashed. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Are you guys ready for brilliant TED Talk? Welcome to my TED Talk. This is Luke Games. No longer Luke plays to earn. And we're going to explain why. We're going to explain why. And you guys can ask questions. Okay, what the heck? Maybe we're not going to, because every time I type in to find a new freaking text, what is my program broken now? This is my thumbnail program. I just made a bunch of thumbnails, guys. Come on. What are we going to have to use? MS Paint? Should we use MS Paint? Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Let's just go like this. All right. Hopefully that maybe won't break things for some reason. All right. What if I manually select the font? What do you guys think about that? Would that work? Okay. Please freaking work. Okay. Are you guys ready for the... You guys didn't know you were coming to a TED Talk, did you? This is Luke TED Talks to earn. Okay. Okay. This is going to be interesting. But this is, I think, helpful. As I've processed people's thoughts and discussions, to me, this has been helpful to think about it. Is this the only way to think about it? No. Will I change my opinions and thoughts as I think about it and process it more? Probably. Probably. But this is what I've processed so far, okay? If you're ready, say something in the chat. So, what I've noticed is NFT gaming is a spectrum. We've talked about play to earn gaming, NFT gaming, Web3 gaming as if it's one thing. As in, if this describes everything that's going on in this industry, whether Splinterlands or not. Okay. So, we're going to do a little spectrum line here. Just real quick. If I can draw. My artistic ability is pretty much 0. That's okay. So, I'm going to say on one side here, you got your games in this Web3 gaming world. It's kind of what I'll call for now, I don't know a good term. Barely Web3. Okay. Did I spell barely right? That would be embarrassing if not. Okay. So you get your barely Web3 games. Banana bread. And then over here, you got your barely a game. Okay. So over here, what I mean by barely Web3 is there NFT games that are specifically just focusing on only NFTs. Okay. So something like Blankos would be an example of that. If you want to do TCG examples, Skyweaver. So you have your NFT games, Web3 games, barely Web3. They don't have tokens, they don't have governance, they don't have decentralization. What they have is just like any normal Web2 game, except for your Blankos, except for some of these Skyweaver cards that you earn that are silver or gold foiled or whatever they're called in Skyweaver. I don't really play Skyweaver. They have it as NFTs. And as a gamer, you can walk into those games, you can play those games, and you'll have a relatively same experience to any other game that you've played in your life, except for if you want to trade your gaming asset, if you want to sell off your Blancos or your Skyweaver card, or use your Skyweaver card and burn it to enter a tournament. That's it. That's the only difference, right? Over here, once you get into the middle, I'm sure there's plenty of examples that we could throw around here. But let me give a TCG example. And I don't really keep up with them anymore, but like Gods Unchained at first was more of like just kind of this middle space to me. Like they have a token right now. But they don't really have all these complicated crypto systems as complicated, in my opinion, as Splinterlands. As far as I know, they're not like really doing much decentralization with the governance token. They might be. So maybe Gods Unchained is more over on this side. But another one that's coming out as a TCG, that there's lots of other TCGs, but the one that I've studied because we did a report on it with Balthazar is Parallel. And Parallel is very much saying like, we just want to be known as a game. Like, yes, we have NFTs. Yes, you're going to be able to earn some of the token, but like you can come in as a free to play player, have all the cards. Like you're not getting an advantage really for holding NFTs besides earning more. So yes, they have some of that crypto, more Web3 stuff, but it's still kind of in that like more geared towards like in the middle somewhere. I don't know where to exactly put those two on the scale, but I wouldn't say it's barely Web3 with just NFTs, and I wouldn't say it's also just barely a game. Now, way over here, there's games that I'm not going to bring up. There's games that have come out where I'm like, this is literally basically no gameplay. It's just a little like DeFi liquidity pool that you slapped some like themed characters on, okay? So I'm not going to call any game because I think like when it's like way over here or like even off the scale, it's unhealthy. But let me ask you guys, where do you think Splinterlands falls on this scale? I would not say it's barely a game. It has lots of gameplay. And maybe barely a game isn't a fair way to frame it. So maybe the better way would just be focused on NFTs. Or focused on crypto. So it's more of a crypto project than a gaming project. So I wouldn't say it's all the way over here, but I will say there are things that they focus on that makes it more complicated, like Gods Unchained, Parallel, Blancos, Skyweaver, okay? So I'm not saying it's not a game. I enjoy the game. I enjoy tournaments. I enjoy guild brawls. But to me, it's, maybe you disagree, I would say it's more over here. And let me give you a couple examples. Let me give you a couple examples of why I feel like it's often focused on here. And that's not even, I'm not even saying this is a bad thing. You can have success in all of these categories. If you get over here, or if you get over here, yeah, I'd say that's dangerous territory. But you can have success in this area, you can have success in this area, and you can have success in this area. And I think there's going to be a spectrum where there's going to be a game that fits each of these, and there's going to be different audiences for each of these. So let me give you a few examples that I've thought of when I think about Splinterlands. And again, it's not a bad thing. Because Splinterlands focusing on the economy, the reward structures, like that's one of the reasons Splinterlands is still alive, in my opinion. It's not taking this massive hit like Axie. Like, yeah, everything's come down on the bear market, but Splinterlands has survived, right? So like, I just want to reiterate as I'm going through this, I'm not saying this is necessarily a bad thing. There are pros and cons to each section. So even to me, as I've thought about it, just the fact that you have to level up your cards and combine cards, to me, is an example of being more on towards this side of the spectrum than this side of the spectrum. Because what it does is everyone talks about, wow, these Splinterland cards are deflationary. It's incredible that they're deflationary because as you combine them, they get more scarce and they get more valuable. From an investor standpoint, from a system of thinking about the economy, thinking about how to retain NFT value, that's freaking brilliant, right? That's a plus in the terms of investment. Like if you want to sell someone on like why Splinterland cards will be valuable one day, is because they're deflationary, and that's excellent for people holding cards, for people wanting to buy cards and make sure that the cards are not going down in value. The problem is, what that does, in my opinion, is it also makes the game way more pay to win. Way more pay to win. Because not only do you need one legendary of each card, like you would in Magic the Gathering or whatever trading card game, you need 11. Not only do you need one common card, you need 400 common cards if you want to play at the max level. Now you can just say, oh, well, don't play at the max level, don't play a champion. As someone who's competitive and wants to be at the top of a game, that makes it really challenging as just gameplay focus, right? And it's, you know, we said it at the Splinter Talk show a couple of weeks ago. It was a joke, right? But imagine going to a Magic the Gathering tournament and it's like they sort you at different levels, and at the top level it's like you bring in your deck and you're like, oh, sorry, you can't play in this tournament. This card, you have one card. Actually, you need 400 cards. And so to play in this tournament, you have to get 400 cards and just staple them all together, right? Like, that's just silly. And obviously that's silly because it's not an online game. But like every TCG, if we're honest, is a pay to win game. But it's just how much. And to be fair, when Splinterlands made this system, their cards were fractions of pennies. So to level up 400 common cards wasn't crazy. But the problem is, now with the price that they're sold at, as I just illustrated, to have a max level silver deck of Modern League for just silver over the next 2 years, you're looking at $6,000 potentially, right? That's just for silver. If you're talking about champion, I don't even want to calculate it. I'm not even calculating it, right? So yeah, Magic the Gathering, they put out a frick ton of cards, but you only need one card. So if you want to go compete at the highest level of Magic the Gathering, I talked to Rogue. I'm not a Magic the Gathering player, but you know, he's a competitive TCG player on and offline. You're talking about maybe $1,000 to $2,000 a year for the top level, right? So it wasn't cheap. Yes, Dave. True. But if you compare that to what has happened with Splinterlands cards and to compete at the top level of Splinterlands, max out champion modern deck, it makes it so that gamers see that and it's like, wow. Wow, that is a lot of money, right? So that's just one example of the system. Now, again, that could be an advantage. There is the pro. That's good for like the investor mindset, right? But for a gamer coming in that wants to compete at the top level, that's hard. Now, ghost card tournaments, again, could help us push back towards that middle level. We can talk about that later. But let me give you another example, okay? And feel free to pipe in and disagree with me. That's fine. Let's talk about what Aggie said in the town hall when he briefly mentioned my video. Again, he was talking about it in the midst of a Q&A. He briefly mentioned it for 30 seconds. I didn't even expect him to watch the video. So I don't want to put too much weight into what he said. But I feel like it needs to be said at least somewhat. So maybe he would say it differently if we asked him again. But basically, when we talked about promo cards, his response of Rooney was, yes, we want things to be affordable like Chaos Legion that any player can get. But we also want to sell things that are scarce, that not everyone can get, so that we can provide value to players. We can provide that crypto investment. We want someone that buys a $500 Rooney and sells it for 50 grand 5 years from now. Is that a bad thing? That's not even a bad thing. Like, cool, you want to help people make some money. Now, I would debate on what kind of people you're helping, because it's probably not, the people that are in financial need that can just fork out $500 for a Rooney or $1,000 for a Lux Vega or whatever, right? Regardless of that, the problem of that is this gameplay area here. People who care more about the gaming and less necessarily about the crypto or investment side of things, that actually ruins the competitive integrity of the game. When you sell a card that only 500 people can get, or 1,000 people, or even 6,000 people can get, what you're doing is you're giving them a distinct advantage in the game. And you can say, oh, well, it doesn't really matter, Luke. In ranked play, who cares? If you lose 1 game or 2 games a season because they had a Rooney and you don't, stop crying, move on. It's true. Ranked play, who cares if I lose 1 or 2 games? But in a tournament, guild brawls, like if we want to have actual, like, who's the best at this game, what you're doing is you're limiting the amount of people that have a distinct advantage. You're taking away competitive integrity of the game. Imagine League of Legends, one of the biggest esports in the world. That's a game I know. Imagine saying, hey, only 6,000 of you get to play this champion. What does that do to the seriousness of their esport and competition? Right? CSGO, Valorant. Hey, only 6,000 of you guys are going to get this cool rare gun that's going to give you an advantage in the game. Right? Like, that's the concerning thing to me. The concerning thing isn't selling the Rooney. And there's a couple things, like, I don't want to be all negative here. There's a couple things that I think that could solve that. Ghost card tournaments, yes, Dave, that is what it's all about. The problem is how ghost card tournaments are implemented. If ghost card tournaments are only implemented once a month, something like that, it's still a distinct advantage to hold a Rooney, because you have an entire month with the Rooney or the Lux Vega or whatever card, whatever promo card they put out, to play around and know how to use that card. If Rogue comes in here and he plays this tournament and he has a Rooney and he's been playing with it for an entire month, and I'm coming into it, even though we both have the Rooney, he's been practicing with it for a month. So yes, that's how I would solve it, is either one, ghost card tournaments need to be available to practice and play in each and every single day, and that would take care of some of the competitive integrity. Or two, what Rogue said, I thought was an interesting idea. Make promo cards just in wild format. Don't even release them into modern. Now you might say, oh, well, if you're in the investor mindset focused on, the investment side, then you're going to say, well, that takes away some of the investment value. It does. You're right. I'm not disagreeing. But if you're only in this area, then you're taking away from the gameplay aspect, the competitive integrity. And so that's where I think our community needs to learn to communicate. Where are our perspectives coming from? Everyone's going to have a different perspective. I started over here on this side of the spectrum. I've moved way down over here on my views of NFT gaming and why I NFT game. The problem is our community is very split, and that's what I found on the video, is that it's like, if you're over here, you're like, Luke, you're dumb, shut up. If you're over here, you're like, yeah, I agree, So it's like, I'm not just saying this for the sake of the team, because if we really believe that we're going to a governance vote on eventually everything, then it's not just a team decision, it's also a community decision. So that's like my big concern with promo cards. So example three, and then I'll read chat. This is even such a smaller example that can be fixed easily. But the fact that Splinterlands has 3 different tokens, right? SPS, DEC, and vouchers. When you're thinking about a crypto project and how they've made DEC into this, eventual stable coin, backed by products, SPS as a governance token, vouchers as a reward for bonus cool things for staking your SPS. Like, those systems are cool, and they're miles ahead of a lot of other games in thinking about the crypto systems. The problem is, I'll give you an example, small example. I was doing a podcast like a year ago with Zen Sports, and they hired on a new community manager, Ryan, who was not into Web3 gaming at all. And we were talking about Splinterlands because that's what I was known for. And he's like, yeah, I tried to get into Splinterlands. I went to the website, and this was back in December. I went to the website, and I tried to buy just a few packs to just like open up some packs, have some fun, and see what this is all about. And he's like, I had no clue what vouchers were. I knew no clue how to get vouchers. And so I just decided I'm not going to play the game. I'm not going to get into it. And you can say whatever you want. You can say, well, it's not that hard to get vouchers. Give me a break. Just go to Tribal Decks. Just go to Hive Engine. Blah, blah, blah. But people who are coming from this area, it's complicated. And yeah, you can just fix that with like, okay, maybe make it easier to purchase vouchers and stuff. But like even coming in, if I was to introduce my Web 2 gamers to Splinter and say, hey, just go buy some Rift Watcher packs, they would have no clue how to do it. They would have no clue. Right? So yeah. And we talked about it earlier too, like the decision to go to SPS rewards, SPS staking, auto staked is another decision that really helps the healthiness of the economy. But someone mentioned earlier that's like, I have a hard time feeling like I'm progressing in this game. Where when I came into Splinterlands, you're getting DEC and you can spend that DEC automatically on cards. And so like as a Web 2 gamer background, like that made sense to me. I was progressing in the game. The economy side, that was horrible, right? And so that's what I'm saying is like, how do you balance these systems? Because in reality, in my opinion, you can disagree with me here. The pros of this side is you can create a long-term sustainable economy. I just think if it gets too far into this area, you become really niche. And I talked about this earlier. It's that people really aren't into finance. I don't know every country in the world, but in the United States, more people spend money than they make. If they have anything extra, if they're not in debt, what do people do with their money? They put it in the bank. The vast majority of people are never going to get into finance, into stocks, bonds, crypto, these complicated things. They're just not going to care. And so this can have success, but it's going to be a different success. That's more of my concerns. It's like if Splinterlands is here, that's not the success that I care about of like just a long-term economy. But that could be success, it could be success of 100,000 people who really care about gaming and investment. But I just think that's a niche market. Whereas these games over here, maybe not these ones listed because more games are going to come out. There's some good stuff coming out. Those are going to be the things that capture millions of Web 2 gamers. And I'm not saying Splinterlands is stuck in here. I think Splinterlands is more towards this side. There's things like the ghost card tournaments, like, making some guides, making things simpler, stop it with these max level promo cards, things like that can help push us more into a middle balance. But I just don't see this audience over here being very big. The amount of people that are going to come in and care about liquidity pools or SPS burning, it's not going to be big. And it's not even a bad thing because I think this could be successful in its own right because there are a lot of people who are gamers and do just like finance. I mean, I've talked to many people where I'm like, oh, you play Splinterlands. You're like, oh, you're really into Splinterlands. And they're a part of our Discord community, things like that. And I start asking about Splinterlands as a game. And they're like, yeah, I mean, I don't really play Splinterlands. I'm into it, but mostly what I do is I card flip. Or mostly what I do is just rent out my cards and, you know, use that to build out even more of a rental deck. And I want to keep compounding my interest and figuring out what to do. Or I want to figure out what liquidity pool. It's like, I'm like, okay. I guess you like Splinterlands, the project, even though you don't play the game. I don't know. Like, is that good? Is that bad? Like, there are going to be a bunch of people who do like that type of thing. I just think it's not going to be nearly the amount of gaming that coming in. But you know what? To be fair, a bunch of the Web 2 gamers coming in from this space, that's what I'm saying. Those are the gamers who are only putting in, you know, $60 a month into gaming. So Splinterlands, I'm not even saying success from terms of money. Splinterlands has already proven they can sell out every freaking thing they put on the market right now. Well, at least pre-sales. So there could be plenty of money flowing into this and all of our assets could go up. I'm just saying, to me, that's not success, but maybe that is success to Splinterlands and to our community. I don't know. I'm just posing a question here. My opinion, I've clearly stated, like, what I care about in NFT gaming, the Web3 gaming world, is just getting as many gamers into this space as I can, because I think it's a cool new technology that does enhance gaming when used right. Is it lucrative? I don't know. And maybe you can make an argument for Splinterlands that, like, Web3 or Web2 gamers hate Web3 and NFTs right now anyway. So, like, what's the point of pushing towards a more balanced approach until the narratives change? I don't know. Like, I don't know. So basically all I'm saying is, what is success? What is success for everyone? What do they want on that spectrum? You can be here and disagree with me. That's fine. I'm over here. What do we want to be as Splinterlands? What is success? Let's define that. And then go from there. And learn how, as a community, that, like, we're going to have people over here that, like, are really heavily invested in Splinterlands and don't even play the game. We're going to have a mix of, like, those into the investing but also playing the game. And we're going to have a mixture of, like, yeah, I'm really just here for the game and everything else is kind of just like a little bonus. And so, like, how do we deal with that as a community? That's my question. I don't have an answer. I'm just here to make things more confusing and pose more questions this time around. All right. More? What? Oh, dude, a coral lurker? Are you kidding me? Oh, right, that was the wrong one. Dun, dun, dun. Dude, the most powerful legendary in the game. Dude, Steve's just popping off still. And Sergeant Bob back with a hard claw. Steve, I don't know if you're still here, if I missed your gift, but thank you. Okay, so let me catch up on chat, because I was ranting to Earn again. Eli, what's up? What's up? Well, I disagree with 12 that says if you keep playing one day, you'll be a whale. People coming now will not be whales without dropping thousands they become. Yeah, I've kind of... I agree, Simran. I've kind of... gone away from the whale idea. I think much more realistically is like, yeah, you can earn in NFT games. Much more realistically, I think in the future, maybe a couple of people get rich. My perspective to change. Like, I need to change my branding. Like, I gotta stop talking about friggin' go from krill to whale. I don't believe it. For the most part. What I think is more realistic, and maybe this is whale money to you, something like, hey, over time I put $1,000 into a game and I played it for 10 years and it's still going, and all these old assets maybe now are worth like 10,000. That to me is realistic. Going from like the days of like I put $1,000 in the game and now I have freaking 100 grand. I think those days are over. Deck sponsorship like Nifty. What Nifty is doing is interesting. I'd have to look more into what they're doing. I've heard some people are like concerned about that. They're like, some are like, oh, this is cool, and others are like, oh, wait, isn't this gonna be like Axie and all these scholarships are just gonna tank the economy? Let's see. All decisions are not being made are in the interest of a purist gamer. Yeah, I think I was a little bit harsh in my first video about that, but I think it's more so what I was saying earlier, Jason, of like, that's the problem is like we have this community that reaches like this double spectrum here. And so like Jason, you and me are like, we're over here kind of frustrated because like it seems like a lot is focused on here. And again, with Splinterfest news coming out, maybe they are focusing a little bit more on the game and some updates and stuff like that. I don't know. What ghost card tournaments are all about. Yeah, I mean, that is my main argument. How ghost card tournaments are handled. Either if it's not handled in the way I'm envisioning, it probably leaves us here and doesn't push the needle too much. If it goes like ghost card tournaments, and again, not saying we need hefty rewards, but if ghost card tournaments are something like, hey, there's a leaderboard bracket, Swiss bracket, you play 3 matches a day and you get to play every day in ghost card tournament, and at the end of the ghost card tournament month you get into a tournament and you prove your worth, you prove how good you are, not how big your wallet is, and then you know once or twice a year there's like the world championships or something crazy like that, and we have this huge esports broadcasting, all that stuff. Those types of things push us, yeah, right here in the middle and a healthy balance. If ghost card tournaments are like, oh yeah, it's kind of like this like once a month thing, or like a couple people do it here and there and host ghost card tournaments, but it's largely ignored because we want to make sure people own their cards and aren't just here to play the ghost card tournament only, you know, then we're worrying too much about our card value and forgetting about how to bring in a larger gaming audience. That's my opinion on ghost card tournaments. So that is a bit unfair. Those games don't pay you back as you play them, and you don't need super rare cards to do what you're doing the daily and playing in silver. I can't remember what you're referring to, Steve. Yeah, there's pros and cons in this section too, right? Like, again, each of these sections could be successful in its own way. This is not, you're not coming to Blankos to be a millionaire and to earn each and every day, and that, for some people, is going to be a con, for sure. I agree. For some other people, Web2 gamers who don't care about earning a token, won't care. Other people will be like, why am I not earning anything, you know? Ghost card tournaments will require like 5,000 staked SPS, it'll solve nothing. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and say I know what they're doing with ghost card tournaments. I mean, the only people that probably know are from Splinterfest. They got to experience it. Weirdbeard in the team. So I'm not... I still hope that the ghost card tournaments, based on the way that Weirdbeard has talked about them, could be really cool. Have players design their own card and add it to the collection. That'd be cool. My card art would be horrible. Ultimate, what's up, dude? How you doing? I haven't seen you in forever. People need hand-holding when it's coming from Web 3. Yup. When coming from Web 2 to Web 3, I think is what you mean there. Gosh dang it, guys. I've been in crypto and NFT gaming for a year. I still get anxiety and stress when I transfer from one wallet to another. Like, it's not simple. Anyone who thinks crypto is simple has been in it too long and has forgotten how freaking complicated, not Splinterlands, but just crypto in general. One thing I don't like is team influencing prices. We value voucher at 3, we value $1,000 or 1,000 DEC at $1. Influence from the top. I mean, they're doing that to try to make those coins stable. I guess in your opinion, you don't. What would you want? Just no stable coins? I mean, I don't know. Non-card market team is working, talking about. Yes, Dave. If you're talking about what I think you're talking about, which was the comment about Ryan coming in and not knowing how to buy packs. Yes, that's an easy solve. But what I'm saying is, like, that's just one tiny example of being over here creates roadblocks. Roadblocks that can be solved if you want to get to the middle. But if you're trying to bring in Web 2 gamers, the more you are over here, the more you have to figure out how to remove those roadblocks. New people want to play the game in 3 minutes when they come to the SPS website. You mean Splinterlands website, I think. But yeah. My friend is into crypto some, but I still have to hold her hand when it comes to Splinterlands. Yep. We'd all like to see this game streamlined like a good 5-star game would be. Why not just have a ghost league? I agree. You can unlock ghost cards the more you play that league. So like a more traditional mobile game where it's like they don't sell NFTs in that league, but like you can kind of get soulbound ghost cards as you play that league. It's an interesting idea to like keep bringing progression to the game and feel like you're getting stronger. Okay. It would be to ask the team what their purpose and goal is. If they want to create the best game possible, it seems like they want prosperity. Jason, I agree from the point of what Agrod talks about the most. I don't know what other people talk about the most, but obviously Agrod has the biggest face because he's always talking in the town halls, right? So, like, I don't know if that's how Matt feels or the other people on the team. It seems like that's Agrod's main thing that he talks about for the most part, which is, in my opinion, potentially why it's more on this side. And maybe that is success to Splinterlands. Maybe success to Splinterlands is like, we want to create a fun game, but mostly just like we want you to experience the stories of prosperity. I don't know. To be honest, token-based governance sucks. It should be based on account age and participation, aka battles played. But with that model, you'd have to... KYC or bots and mass accounts would have too much power. Yeah, I don't know how you'd handle that with bots and stuff, but that would give more power to the players. Splinterlands, if they don't make the game better and more gameplay than games like Illuvium and Gilded Garden, Splinterlands will be doomed. I don't think it'll be doomed. And again, it comes to like, what is success to Splinterlands? We have 20,000-ish people now, let's say. Success for a TCG? Not their other games, just for a TCG? Is 100,000 players a success? I mean, like, what's like the max Hearthstone players, right? How many active players? Active players. How many people are playing Hearthstone? Averages 200,000, 270,000 players in 2021. So there you go. Like a TCG itself, yeah, of course it's going to get beat out by Illuvium. Like a open world, you know, an open world Pokemon style teamfight tactics game. That to me is pretty much genre. Not just like Splinterlands can make it the coolest TCG and still potentially be at like 200,000 to 300,000 players, right? So it just depends on what you mean by success. Play to earn game isn't fun to play, then it becomes the definition of bigger fool scam. I mean, I think Splinterlands, to me, as I've said, is still fun. Not ranked play, but tournaments and brawls, still fun. Still listening. Well, thank you for still listening, Steve. Do you feel like you've recovered since Splinterfest yet, or are you still tired? I'll never say playing will make you loyal, but if you embrace the blogging, you'll have more than you thought you would. That's for sure. I've stopped blogging because I don't have the time and I'm not making much content. But yeah, Steve, 100%. The nice thing about Splinterlands is like the Hive blogging system is probably, you're going to make more from that than you can from rewards. I think Dwayne thinks the Untamed Arrow will repeat, but it won't without new people coming in the game. 10 times more cards needs 10 times more interest, essentially. You know, I respect the hell out of Dwayne. Great guy. I love talking to that guy. I don't know. Like, I'm not, that's my whole point is like, I'm not looking at it from an investment perspective anymore. And I just don't really care. I personally don't think it's going to have a massive boom. But Could it 10x from here as far as like human players? Like if we're around 20,000 players and it became as popular as Hearthstone? Yeah. So it could 10x in people technically. I think where I've changed in the play to earn, like you're going to become a whale. One, the market is down, but people are like, yeah, but just wait for the market to be bullish again. It's like, yes, Web3 gaming is going to blow up. I think it's going to become mainstream. I think it's not going to be like Web 2 versus Web 3 gaming. I think it's just going to be gaming eventually with enough time, enough years. But the amount of projects and good games that are coming out, yes, you're going to have more supply of people coming to play NFT games, but you're also going to have a good supply of just other games. So like, yes, demand's going to increase, but I think supply is also just going to freaking increase like crazy. And maybe there's a project or two that might blow up like crazy, like we've seen in the past. But for the majority, I don't see it that way anymore. Tournament bracket sounds really cool. Thank you, Ashley. I agree. I feel like staked SPS is a final requirement for ghost card tournaments. I think maybe if it's relative to the league. Like, if you're going to say... Shoot, dude, I don't know. Again, it's just like... To me, it's another barrier, right? To me, it goes back to this. If you say, hey, you need 5,000 SPS staked to play in these ghost card tournaments. Anyone coming from this space... Probably not going to even know how to buy SPS. Not going to look at SPS and say, wait, I need $1,000 to play these tournaments. Maybe you can make an argument of like, okay, it's kind of like a poker tournament or a tournament entry fee. If you can frame it in that narrative where it's like, okay, these ghost card tournaments like an entry fee. Like even in Fortnite and all these tournaments, like there's tournaments with entry fees, right? You can't just like go to the highest level tournaments and jump in for free. Unless you're being, that's why a lot of people need a sponsored esport team to pay their way, right? So if you could frame it like that, that would help Web 2 gamers understand. Yeah, a lot of it is, I think to me, is the narrative and framing. Because it is like another, like, if someone comes in like, I want to play Ghost Card Tournament, and like, I need 5,000 staked SPS. They're like, what is SPS? Why am I staking this? Like, that's what I'm just saying. It's not necessarily wrong. It's just like another barrier. And so how do you break down that barrier? I don't know. You know, weekly Ghost Card tournaments with packs and entry fees. Yeah, you could have an entry fee. That's fine. Draft format type thing comes. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I got Bubkey, Lord, Yasik, Yue. Wild round one. Ooch. That hurts. Voucher store would help a lot. Why vouchers were created? I think vouchers were created as a way to try to get people to stake SPS and not sell it. Coupon, so unless you plan to buy the one Big Mac, you get second free. Yeah. Someone mentioned Magic the Gathering? Perhaps. Jim freaking Morgan, no way. Dude, I thought you were dead and then you were like, oh, I'm at Splinterfest. How you doing, Jim? How's your Splinterlands journey been, baby? I want to close this. I gotta get wrapping up here soon. Now that Jim is here, I'm like, oh, I gotta shut down the stream. Oh, I bet Jim was like your best buddy at Splinterfest. Yeah, I would want to hang out with you and Jim. That sounds like a freaking blast. Okay, feel free to keep rolling in the comments. I just want to give a quick recap. No, I'm not selling off all my cards. Stop telling people I'm selling off all my cards. Recap, I'm not playing in gold anymore. Not playing ranked anymore. I'm playing gold right now for the last 2 days of the season, but I've moved my entire deck down to silver. I'm renting out my gold cards. so that I could be in a position to maybe go to silver again once whatever the next rebellion set and stuff is again. I think as I see NFC gaming on that spectrum, I've moved my perspective to like I'm just here for more of the entertainment, for this new technology and how it enhances gaming. I'm not really here anymore for play to earn. I'm going to become a big fat whale that is a millionaire and I can just flex on people. Not that that's what whales do. Oh, Dwayne, what the crap? Jeez, why is everyone here now? This is the Luke didn't go to Splinterfest, so everyone shows up. I just got here. All right, well, Dwayne just got here, so I at least gotta go for another minute. Maybe we'll do a co-stream again. That'd be fun. But yeah, I mean, I've moved my perspective where I'm not like the money, the earnings. Those are cool bonuses, not just for Splinterlands, but like any NFT game. And so that's just my question to the community is like, how do we find that balance? Like Splinterlands is heavily invested in their economy. I'm not even saying that's all a bad thing. Like there are freaking areas that they are leading the charge in. And just how do we bring that balance, you know? To also just be an impressive game. So that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, I'm going to keep playing Splinterlands. As I said, tournaments, brawls. Gonna bot out battles because why not? I might stream Splinterlands from time to time, but I'm probably also going to start streaming other games that really interest me. So, personal channel, don't expect everything to be Splinterlands all day, every day. Not that it has been anyways, so. Hello from Thailand. What's up? How do you say hello in Thailand? Or in Thai? What language? Taiwanese, right? No, that's Taiwan. Did you guys all just come from hanging out? Like Tales of the Crypt Dancer is here too? Win Luke a whale. Never, bro. Never. First video in 6 months about Splinterfest. Let's go, baby. How was it? How was it? I'd love to talk soon. Yeah, dude, let's do it, Dwayne. Every Splinterland influencer in here. We should just have the Council of Influencers. And what we should do is every proposal, the Splinterlands Town Hall. Actually, I think they already talked about doing something like this, but not necessarily Splinterlands Council. But just a council of all the different influencers so we can have a variety of opinions. And every time there's a big proposal, we just stream together. We yell at each other for a little bit out of love. And then people can vote. I don't know. Where's Bulldog? I don't know, bro. I'm doing a Twitter space with him tomorrow. And what is it? W3E. So that's where Bulldog is. W3E. Oh, gosh. What is their Twitter handle? Boom. There we go. Special guests. Let me copy. Oh, that's not tomorrow. That's Thursday. Tomorrow is my one with Balthazar. So that's going to be a fun one. So that's the one with Bulldog. So there's Bulldog. And then tomorrow we got a space with Parallel, STG Football, Anamura, and Shrapnel coming on, baby. That one's going to be hot. That one's going to be hot. Talking about bringing on Web 2 gamers into Web 3 gaming. So there you go. Just as we were talking about earlier. That's what we're talking about tomorrow. Like a debate? Yeah, let's do it. I'm driving, so minimal Bro, Dwayne, don't drive and... I was going to say text and drive. Live stream chat and drive. You're okay, Dwayne. I know you love me. Don't kill yourself. Who told Luke about our idea? I don't know. Maybe we're all smart. Lots White Council. I really hope that was a typo. What? I was gonna be on one of those with Bulldog, but I got bummed. Bummed or bumped? When Rogue and I were on Tour Space, it was a blast. I bet. I missed that Tour Space. The one I'm doing with Bulldog on Thursday is not Splinterlands. It is the W3E, talking about esports, I believe. Web3 gamers, the future of gaming. Sorry, it's the topic. Bulldog, Spike, Thing. That'll be fun. Oi, okay. Oh, Lord of the Rings White Council. Got it. I got it. LOL. Hello, all. What's up, Darkest Night? So, yeah. I hope all my questioning and negativity really just sparks more conversation. Like, again, I still play Splinterlands every day. Tournaments and brawls. Every day. I just, I think there's other things that need to be changed over time. I'm going to be patient. Basically, guys, to be honest, as I've said before, the most important thing to me, what's next? How are ghost card tournaments handled? How is competitive integrity handled? If those are handled correctly, I'll be back to being really happy. Set up my max account for Luke to play on stream. Oh, baby. Do I get to keep the champion rewards? I couldn't sleep. It's a party in here. More open world champion. Dude, if they can make an open world championship with a hype broadcast, a hype tournament, competitive integrity, like, that would be sick. That'd be sick. Is Blankos a Web3 game? Yeah. In my mind, as I said, it's a spectrum. So, like, barely Web3. And then on the other side, you got way too complicated Web3. That's my point, though. Like, I don't know why everyone craps on Blankos just because you're not playing and earning. Like, what they're doing, I don't like Blankos. I don't play Blankos just because, like, the gameplay gets boring to me. But I'm saying those types of games that move into the space that are just bringing NFTs and no tokens, no decentralization, all that, it's still vastly important. They're just in a different category of NFT gaming or Web3 gaming. But if you're going, yeah. I'm not defending Blankos. I'm defending the vision and why those types of games are viable and important. I'm not saying Blankos exactly. Like, Blankos, I don't play Blankos. Like, Tongue Chook. Oh, thank you, baby. Another line. Let's go. Woo! Hear the roar. Hear the roar. How many lines now? That's a good question. I sent the gold ones to my rental account, so we'd have to check the tape on that. 8,524. How many lines we got on the rental account here? Probably. Wait, what? Lines? No, lines. What? That's wrong. Hello? Hello? Peak monsters? Oh, it's not lions. Duh. Okay. 39 minus 1. 38. 38. Let's go. Breaking the 8555 mark, right? Somewhere around there. Darkest Night. The wedding was awesome. It was. It was a good time. I miss being at Splinterfest. Even though apparently, according to other people, I'm selling off all my cards, I would still go to Splinterfest. Splinterland's a Web3 game. Yeah? Yep. Again, I think it's on the spectrum of heavily into the crypto systems. My whole point of the spectrum debate wasn't to say necessarily one is right or better than the other, but that we're all going to come from it in different ways, and we're going to have different preferences. I like the preference of not being that far on the scale. Oh, baby, let's go. You just wanted the even 2-5, 8525. Wow, why is it lagging? There we go, 8525. Thank you, baby. Let's go. Blankos does the same rare promo drop stuff for NFTs. The ones you can earn with Game Pass are not worth much at all. Yeah. Again, I don't know anything about Blankos. I don't know anything about Blankos, dude. You can come on here, Steve, if you want. You can talk about Blankos. Always seeing you smile is a happy streaming I like, so I'll keep sending you a card. Okay, ready? How's this for a smile? You like that? You still like it? Anyone else having a tough time getting a champion? Yeah, Darkest Night, I am, because I can't, bro. I can't. Tongue Chook again. Oh, this time a septic slime. Thank you, baby. And another line, and another line, and another line. And another line bites the dust. Another line bites the dust. Thank you for the septic slime. Working my way to that level 3, baby. Get that extra armor. I really needed to get to level 4 for that extra damage, but you know. One Rift Watcher pack at a time. I've just decided I'm just going to use my SPS tournament rewards to buy Rift Watcher packs. Because again, I'm mostly just in it for the fun. And that sounds more fun than like worrying about what to do with my SPS. I know Jim Morgan is cringing inside every time I buy a Rift Watcher pack with my SPS and burn it. Actually, no, he's probably happy. He's like, dude, you're getting more SPS into the DAO. Speaking of which, holy crap. Baby, what was that, like 7 lines from Jim Morgan himself? Let's go on another septic slime. I swear, every time I'm about to end the stream, you guys are like just trying to convince me to keep going by sending me more cards. All right, what are we at? 8535, let's go. Let's go. Boo, 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 doo, boo, boo. There we go, okay. Halfway there to level 3. Halfway there. I like it. Okay. Trying to get to gold, LOL. Just keep smiling. 4.9 DEC from the pockets. Woo! Is that just to get me to like 100? Oh wait, no. Did that update? Pockets. You funny man. Oh, and a Rift Watchers pack. What the heck? Nicholas, what do you want me to do with it? Do you want me to keep it or open it or give it away? I let the gifter decide. But if you want me to open it, of course I will. Just keep smiling. Luke's looking like the gargoyle. You mean like this? Favorite Rift Watchers common. Oof. What is it? I think I like having a taunt and death, but you can also argue, you know, just the legendary is good already. Thug having reach and trample is kind of fun at silver level. I've been a lot more impressed with the rares. The rare Technomancer. Boom. Favorite card. Easy. Rust and neutral. So important, dude. So important, baby. Oh, how many? I can't see what the gift was. No. I'm gonna have to guess it was a lion. Let's see if it will take me straight there. What happened? No, I refreshed the page. Now it's gonna make me click through all of them again. Gosh dang it. Oh. 2 more septic slimes. Thank you, baby. Getting slimy today. What does that mean? I don't know. Honestly, just hurts to see SPS die. Yeah. Oh, you're going live next? Link us, Jim. I'm about to head off. I haven't made videos about Town Star in a long time. The game did make me 250,000 back when I did cover it. Dang, dude. Didn't they stop rewards for Town Stars? Oh, getting rid of your extra. All right, all right. All right, Dave. Have a good night. Good night. Good night. I used to enjoy Blinks before the update to Brawl's only format. Then it got boring. Yeah. There's things that I like about it, but I think they could definitely improve things for sure. All right, Tung Chuk, another one. Thank you, thank you. And 3.69 from the pockets, putting us at 100 DEC. Let's go. Okay, I am assuming whoever sent the pack. I can't see whose name it is. I guess I'm just gonna open it because oh, it was Nick. Oh, Nick is here. Sorry, I just missed your chat. All right, guys, big money, banana bread time. This is the time we get our gold foil legendary because Nick is so generous. But before we do, another card from Steve. Oh, the Dampier coming in. Nice. That might be giving me the level 2. We'll check that in a second. Come on, Splinterlands. The power of Rondon. Steve, Dwayne, Darkest Night, Jim Morgan, Ashley, Gathering the Magic. You know, everyone, just say banana bread. We got this, baby. We got this gold foil legendary. If we get a gold foil legendary, then every critique that I've made of Splinterlands will automatically go away. And I will never say a critique ever again. Only positive vibes. Okay, here we go. Gold foil legendary, first one after over a year of playing this game. Can we make it? I'll show you my crypto password. Just kidding. Never show you password. Live for good luck. Where's this gold foil legendary? It's gonna be in the top middle. It's gonna be in the top middle. So we'll go around. We're gonna start with only comments, but then we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that gold foil legendary. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Okay, Junker, Brimble, Pixie. That's fine. I said we're gonna get comments, all comments until the gold foil legendary. So all comments, just like pretty much every other Rift Watcher pack I've opened, but this time I've never opened up a Rift Watcher pack with a legendary. I've never opened up a Rift Watcher pack with a gold foil. So it only makes sense that this card here, I'm not gonna look. Chat, you tell me. Chat, you tell me. Is it a gold foil legendary? Did I click it? Okay. I can see that it's been clicked. Someone tell me. Someone tell me in the chat, baby. Gold foil legendary. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 50-cent pack. 50-cent pack. Oh, no. It's a Sea Stalker. Super Cow is even here. Even the power of Super Cow didn't work. Well, Nick, it was fun. Thank you for the fun. You made us have entertainment, even if the pack was meh. I appreciate it. I very much appreciate it. Oh, Infidel with a couple gargoyle lines as well. Woo! Let's go. Oh, 2 more packs from Nick. Jim, I'm trying to get to your stream, brother. I'm trying to get to your stream. They're making it impossible. Try again. Okay. Okay. So I wanted to see if Steve. Oh, we almost got enough for level 2, baby. Let's go. I want to get to that. I gotta get to that level, juicy level 3. Okay. All right, Nick. Here we go. Oh, you sent it on Discord? Okay. What the heck? Now Steve sent 8? What the heck? Oh, wait, why did I open up Signal? I meant to open up Discord. And Weirdbeard. I've worked on the code in the background for next time. Alright. This one goes out to Weirdbeard. And Nick, let's go. I guess we're going to have to... Steve, did you want me to... Oh, try 10. Okay, I'll open them up all at the same time. Okay. Alright, come on. Weirdbeard this time around. Infidel, thanks for the DEC. Sergeant Ballbag as well with the card. Here we go. Gold foil legendary. It's going to happen. Oh, it's going to happen. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. No way. I'm too nervous. Okay, after over a year playing Splinterlands, shout out to Nick and Weirdbeard fixing the code so that we can get the gold foil legendary. 3, 2, 1, get there, let's go, turn gold. Oh, still baby, that's like that's a good legendary that I donned well too. Nick, Weirdbeard, thank you for changing the code, baby. Thank you for changing the code. Let's freaking go. First Rift Watcher legendary that I got in a pack. I've bought in a couple. Sergeant Bob Bag with a gift as well. What? Slip Spawn. Let's go, baby. All right, Steve wants to try out 10. Gosh dang it. Steve is way too generous. Infidel. I love how Infidel's spamming the 100 DEC too. Dwayne. All right. Steve, you're crazy. You're freaking crazy, dude. All right. Here we go. Everyone in the chat. Here we go. Get your banana bread in the chat so that we can get that gold foil legendary. The power of streamer luck. We have all the streamers in one area, so we should have all of the luck. If we don't get a gold foil legendary, it's literally just because Bulldog isn't here. I blame Bulldog for not being here. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. 10, baby. Let's go from Steve. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. The odds are so against us. The odds are so against us, but we're gonna do it. The stream believes, baby. Super banana bread from Ashley. Oh, okay. One of those is from Nick, so you can claim. All right, we're starting with a summoner. Oh, let's go. Our third Ilfane, I think. I think we're now at 3 out of 10 for Ilfane. Tenderlock 2, baby. Okay. No legendaries yet, but we're getting there. We're just warming up the packs, you know. Giving a little bit of love to those commons and rares. We'll start off with the epic summoners. Oh, first gold foil Rift Watcher card as well, baby. Let's go. Come on. What else we got? This is a good card. I like putting it with Curse Wind Decker for the Thorns. Oh, Night Ghoul. Okay. I'm getting worried. Where's the legendary? Where's the legendary? Oh, no, come on. Splinterlands, don't do me like this. Steve is such a nice guy. Don't do it. Don't. Come on. Come on, guys. No. No. Crap. Oh, crap. Okay. We have a row and a half left. Come on, baby. Gold foil legendary. Oh, 2 more commons. How many common cards are there even? Potentially another epic? Okay, we'll take it. We'll take a gold foil summoner here. How about that? Boom, baby. Okay, well, another Dallin. That's cool. Any summoner's a good summoner. Watercolor. Okay. Technomancer. 3 chances left on a legendary. I can't look. Another common. Come on. Where is it? Another rare. Okay. Last chance. Last chance to dance, guys. Do you believe? Do you believe in miracles? Okay, again, I'm not gonna look. Team, tell me it's a gold foil. I heard gold something. Are you kidding me? Is it a legendary? Please, someone tell me it's legendary. Please tell me. It is gold. Gold what? Oh no. Oh, La Mel. Hey, gold is gold. Guys, Steve, Nick, Dwayne, everyone being so generous today. All the Gargoyle lines. We're going to level up some of our Rift Watcher cards as we go. So thank you guys. Yeah, much love to... I mean, with all my critiques of Splinterlands, the one thing I've never critiqued is Splinterlands has one of the most amazing communities. One of the friendliest peoples. And that's why I'll never leave this game. Because, like, People are in Splinterlands community are just too good. Speaking of which, we got another good one going on. I told Jim we would go raid, so get your booties over to Jim. I'm gonna stop showing pizza commercials. Much love to the community. Much love to Splinterlands. Missed you guys at Splinterfest. I know, Dwayne. If I didn't have that wedding, man, I would have been there. Would have been there. But such is life. Much love. Peace out, guys. Take care. See y'all next time. Until then, stay fresh. I don't know. I need to come with some cool catchphrase, I guess, you know. Peace out. Salamat, gracias, merci. Thank you all for watching. Take care, guys. Go jump over to Jim.